Declan posted on my comments page on my website recently, and he said, do you have any plans to go stickleback fishing soon? I said I did, and here I am. As you can no doubt tell, I'm walking down an overgrown track, making my way to a brook. I have been here before and I've caught, but it's been a while. So I'm certainly looking forward to getting back on the trail of the stickleback. And talking of my website, which I will do while I'm making my way down to the water, if you get there, theanglingrev.com, there's a guest book comments option, and it's always good to hear from fellow anglers. It's a nice day today, not too hot though, but I would still have put this fleece on and long trousers, because even with my hands exposed, I've got a few nettle stings on them as I walk through this dense overgrowth. Oh, some dog poo there. I'm glad I missed that one. As I made my way through this dense overgrowth, and I'm almost there. Got my rod made up. There's my tripod to do some filming. At the moment I'm holding this while I walk, and I'll be back with some footage of the water and also hopefully some fish. That's my little spot down there. These are my glasses. If you follow my videos fairly regularly, you'll know that I sat on them when I was on the upper Severn recently, so a bit wonky. Just reading glasses. But they work. It's the important thing, isn't it? Very overgrown here. If the track to the brook was dense, this is even more so. However, I've managed to get down to the water's edge. I can't see any fish, but I'm going to put the maggot out there now. And you know what normally happens? The sticklebacks come out of cover and take the bait. Let's see if that's the way it goes today. That's encouraging because there are fish down there, just small ones. And let's be honest, when you're talking about sticklebacks, even the big ones are small, aren't they? However, this is encouraging. I'll show you my setup and talk you through that shortly. There's a number of fish down there. What I'm looking for is maybe something just a little bit bigger than the ones I've got down there. Looks like they've had a good breeding season though, because these are all young ones. Need to let that bait settle. They do have a natural instinct to stay under cover, of course. Could have one on. Oh no, I don't like them to take the hook. That's not what you want. If you can just maybe nick them, that's perfect. Sometimes they just hang on anyway, and in that second or so that you've got them out of the water, they don't know what's happening. I'll be back with a fish, I'm sure of that. True to my word, a 3-spined stickleback. How great is that from this tiny little venue that I'm on? As I often do, I'll show you my setup. It's a Poacher's Pocket. That's the name of the brand as well. Poacher's Pocket mini rod and reel. And I've got 4-pound line on the reel, but then I've got a section of 1 pound 6 ounce fluorocarbon and a size 18 hook. And what I did, which is a trick of mine when I'm after sticklebacks, I well, I didn't need to nip it on this time. It sounds barbaric, but you can nip the maggot so that the juices come out. Also, it makes it easy for the smaller fish to take as well. And then that's a good foot away. I've got a shot. So what I do is I cast out. The shot goes to the bottom. It's only a foot or so deep anyway. Maximum, absolute maximum. Mostly it's just inches, and then that settles naturally through the water. It worked. I've caught a stickleback by design. And my second fish has taken the hook, but right there on the edge of the mouth, so it's no problem whatsoever just to get it out by hand. Still got the maggot sticking out there. I don't want them to take the bait down at all. In fact, I've lost a few by lifting them out of the water. That's okay. I don't want to use the disgorger at all on these wonderful fish. They're too small and delicate to be prodding around, even though I've got the smallest disgorger you can get. I'm crouching down in this swim. It's the only way I can fish it. I'm the angling equivalent of Bielsa. It's very important that there is some good clarity in the water, because it is sight fishing. I'm watching the maggot, watching the sticklebacks around it, and I'm gauging when to strike at the right time. If there's just one fish, they will sometimes play with the food, but once you get a number of them, the more the merrier, the better it becomes, because there's a little bit of competition going on. That one came off there, so not on the bank this time. That was a tiny one as well, that was just hanging on. Here's another one. Oh, look at this. Look at this for the size of fish that I've caught. Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to take this from a different angle because I can't hold it up, it's that small. I've been catching a number of fish. It's been really exciting. I've only been here about 15-20 minutes, and this is the biggest so far. It's also the brightest. It's a male, a red butcher. The breeding colours, still got them there as you can see. It's been great fun. I think I've probably exhausted this spot now. I'll be on my way home shortly. Very, very short session, but plenty of fish, plenty of activity. That's the important thing. And since I moved the end of last year, I've been able to, or I will be able to, I am able to visit places like this, which are now even closer than they were before. Well, that's another nice stickleback there. I haven't quite exhausted the swim. It's hooked, took the maggot just inside the throat before he was able to swallow it. I struck. Nice stickleback, and when you consider the size of the brook, most people, even anglers, probably, well, most definitely wouldn't even give it a second look. Just shows, doesn't it, what's out there. There's no doubt about it, I am an all-rounder, and I do need to get back to that, and I will when I'm able to take a little relaxation in working hours. I am working towards going part-time. I do have plans, and I've got dates and all that set in mind, but I don't want to wait till then to go fishing for different species, I want to do it right now. This has been great. Thoroughly enjoyed this little trip today. I said to my wife when I left, she said, "You're going now?" I said, "Yes." I said, "I'll be back within the hour." That's what you need, places like this. And certainly as we've moved out more into a more semi-rural area than we did before, then this is all possible with less travelling. Where we live, we only hear distant cars. You go into the garden, day or night, you can hear bird song, and at night we can hear the muntjacs, and I heard a roe deer recently. It's great, suits me. I don't know about you, you might be a city person, but as far as I'm concerned, given the choice, it's the countryside all the while. Well, I'm still catching, and I'll tell you what, the bigger fish have muscled their way in now. There's lots of small ones out there. As I said earlier, it's been a good breeding season on this brook for the three-spined stickleback, but there's still some bigger ones out there as well. It's a nice fish for a stickleback. Curled its tail round there, but you can still see that's a good one. That's me done. I'll be on my way home again once I get the rod pushed back in. It's a telescopic rod, and then reel in the line and hook the hook over the bail arm, and I'm all set up for next time I decide to go fishing. I bought a few maggots. I knew I wouldn't need those. I've had into double figures in terms of fish caught. What I'm going to do is, as a thank you to the sticklebacks for providing me with some lovely entertainment, I'm going to give them a month's supply of food. Enjoy, my friends, and I most definitely will see you soon, and I'll see you soon as well. And don't forget to visit my website. It's always good to hear from fellow anglers, and especially if you fish for the mini species yourself. I'd love to chat with you.